Bona tarda. Tornem a Madden 20. Tot esperant la nova versió que ha de sortir aquest agost. A veure, anem cap al franchise, que és el mode que estem fent nosaltres. Oh, we have problems. Tenim problemes de mandos. Sortirem un moment. A veure. Típic Gaming.cat. Havia més de... A veure si podem... No sé si podrem fer això. Salir. Estem mirant d'arreglar-ho perquè com que ho fem des de l'Steam, això encara té una mica de problemes. Vale, conectando a Origin. Té bona pinta. S'ha de veure l'overlay del controller de Steam. Ara triga una mica. Xatea, vale. Ei, aquí. Aquí. Això és el que volíem veure. Config loaded. Sí, senyors. EA Sports, it's in the game. A veure si ara funciona bé. Ui, veig aquí el ratolí. Bueno, sí, sembla que sí, ara sí. Continue playing. Trec el ratolí. Weekly Awards. Hòstia, tenim premis o què? Mira, el nostre quarterback, el millor en atac de la NFC. Players ready to negotiate. Mare meva, ja comencen a demanar pasta. A veure, el Woods, aquest. Defensive tackle. Bueno, haurem d'anar a veure el team, primer. My team, roster. Filtrarem per defensive tackle. Yes. I què tenim aquí? Res. Sí, tenim el Reed, el Woods i el Christmas. O sigui que aquest hem de mirar de mantenir-lo. Oh! Vale, anem aquí, anem a negociar amb ell. Li direm amén. tenim capacitat al cap room 33,5 milions, ella ens en demana, el seu impacte és de 5 milions, o sigui que ara com ara que demani. Sí, home, sí. Total confiança amb el Woods, li hem enviat l'oferta. Qui més? A veure, Nick Benet, un tight end. Anem a veure, no?, com tenim el roster. Ui! No ho volia veure així, jo. Team, my team, roster. És el nostre segon, o sigui que malgrat no és massa bo, aquí podríem estudiar-ho, perquè el tercer que tenim, aquest tio té 26 anys, bueno, encara és jove, va. Et farem confiança, tio. Demana 3 anys a 1,9. Cap hit, 2,33. Bueno, està malament. Vinga. Sí, clar. L'ha acceptat. Qui més tenim? McKessick, halfback. Una espècie de running back. Vale, anem a veure qui tenim en aquesta posició. El team. Aquest sí que és el nostre tercer. Aquest va ser que l'apretarem una mica, no? A veure què demana el tio. 3 anys a 2,2. Dos anys, tu. El mateix però amb menys anys. Vinga. Diu que no li agrada, doncs bueno, ja parlarem, tio. Però de moment és el que hi ha. Molt bé, upgrade players. Haynes. Anem l'agilitat. Left guard. Joy Hunt. També l'agilitat, al center. Vale. Espera. Això no sé si es podem gastar. Fem una mica de scouting. Vinga. Anem descobrint informació sobre diferents jugadors. Mira, aquest és bo, de cara al draft. Mira, un altre de bo. Un altre de bo. La quarta ronda. I la tercera ronda, vale. Molt bé. Anem a fer una mica de pràctica. Start trading. Vinga.
All right, get moving, men. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today.
Vinga, va.
We got a big game this week.
Levels concept basics. The levels concept is a vertical pass concept that creates a high-low stretch against the underneath defenders, which are usually the linebackers. Vale, què tenim aquí? Tenim dos que fan un cross i un que fan dip. No? Vale, defensive key. Aquest és el linebacker. Notice the defender kit on the play. He's usually lined up over the inside receiver, running the dig route. Vale, aquest seguirà el que fa la ruta profunda. I per això tenim aquestes altres dues rutes. If the defensive key takes the dig route on the play, look to throw to one of the receivers running the underneath crossing routes. Vale, depenent del que faci la peça aquesta, throw to the RB or B receiver. Throw the receiver running the underneath crossing routes. Molt bé. Vinga, a veure... Sí... Fàcil, no? If the key defender takes the underneath crossing route, o sigui que no segueix el receptor profund, then look to throw to the dig route. Que seria el cas aquest, no? Molt bé. 4 de 4. Diu que practiquem això fins a... per anar-ho practicant. 1 de 5. Oh! L'han frenat. Hosti, tu. Estic fallant ara,
Well, fellas, there's not a whole lot I can say about that performance today. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Because if we repeat what I saw out there today at our next practice, it is going to be a very long season.
M'estranya.
We can do better.
We can do better. Vale, això és la pràctica de defensa. A veure, outside round defense. The goal of a round to the outside is actually to get the running back near the edge of the offensive line. Aquí el que anem a buscar és el running back al final de la nostra línia de defensa. Per tant, tenim per protegir aquests límits, no? Ara tenim el choosing cover 3 or cover 4. It's a good way to defend this because it puts the force player, col·loca el jugador de força en la posició per protegir aquest límit. Vale? Keep the running back inside the hot spot and prevent the first down. Bueno, ara hem de practicar això. A veure què tal surt. Sí! Vale, ara veiem que ve per allà, no? Vale. Sí! Aquí hem fallat, bueno, fallat no, perquè sí que m'ha entrat per on tocava, però... Stop the outside rain. Bueno, això ja es anava practicant.
T'ho he posat de tot. Sí. Clar, t'ho he anat posant de tots. N'hi ha dos, també.
Sí. Oh! Vinga, va. La defensa sempre em costa més, Ah, merda! Sí! Ara sí que l'he pillat bé. Bé, bueno, plata. No està mal. Molt bé. Agafem experiència pels jugadors. Molt bé. I ara ens en anem... Home, contra un bon equip, Ravens, que porten 5-1. Pot estar molt bé aquest partit, pot estar molt bé. Espera't que... No sé si ens donarà temps de fer-lo tan... $60 minutes. Bueno. Aquí van fent comparacions entre els dos equips. Déu-n'hi-do, Comença l'espectacle.
Fresh off a big performance a weekend ago, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Seattle Seahawks. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team. Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
Juguem a casa, nois.
Finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Vinga, a veure. Carson, la setmana passada. Molt bé, vinga, va.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season.
Rebem la pilota.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
No li ha agradat, l'entrenador.
Led out by number 3 Russell Wilson, the franchise's all-time leader in touchdown passes. And the Seahawks, they finished above 500 in all 7 of Wilson's seasons. But this year a little different. They'll work with a very young receiving core, no Doug Baldwin anymore, in what promises to be a tough NFC West.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On first down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Starting lineup time for the offense. What about Dwayne Brown, my friend?
Remember when we were kids and you wanted to make sure you had the big guy next to you all the time because you needed a bodyguard?
Vinga, va.
That's Dwayne Brown at left tackle.
Què
He
t'hem ligat,
protects the quarterback so well, as well as provides great access in the running game.
And some space here. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Lesionat. Mare meva, Wilson. No pot ser això. Se no ho podeu fer. Hosti, tu.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Està, comencem malament.
Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Brissett. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Nice play, baby.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's fast.
Good one, boys. Let's go.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Big completion there on third and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Here we go.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. First and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. You're going.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson is 11 touchdown. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game.
Check.
Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked at the 21-yard
Hem parat abans de
line.
la 25.
They'll be led out by
Mirarem una mica per feina avui, Ens apretarem una mica a veure què tal respon el Jackson. Oh! Quin tuto! Això de pressionar-los no ens ha funcionat massa bé,
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle made by KJ Wright. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram, and he's going to bull his way forward.
Ben parat.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you gotta find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
Sneed, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
M'he fet mal al dit.
Across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Quan l'he vist...
It's his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job.
Vinga, Dixon.
So he's got to
Vinga, Dixon. Vinga, Dixon.
otherwise and turn it into positive.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. But look now at the lineup defensively for the Ravens. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. If they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Oh!
2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and now it's 3rd down. Now they
Bueno, third down, va, assegurarem una mica, doncs.
To throw is Brissett. He lets it fly for Lockett.
Sí, senyor.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Bonica aquesta, bonica. Vinga, va.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play.
Llàstima.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Oh!
Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness.
A veure com defenseu això.
Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
4th and goal i anem, Ha acabat el primer quart. 0-7. Bueno, no està mal, no està mal. Que coi, field goal. Un quick pass, tu.
Field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Here's Brissett. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though?
Sí.
Yeah, momentum swing.
No passaràs.
You know, because as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people can go for a 4th down, They believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. This one complete to Ingram.
Passat.
And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. To throw is Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco with the hip issue. That strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. But now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. They run. It's Mark Ingram. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off the to help yourself out on the next down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Venga.
Problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Yarda 25.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Brissett to throw on 1st. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 14 in the Seahawks.
2-minute warning.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by to Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy over here sometimes. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Vinga, va, McKessick, fes alguna cosa.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards.
Busca la bola.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
That's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Ara que ja els tenim més controlats, us donarem més.
This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Nunca acaba de funcionar,
Two
¿no?
touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Ravens going to use one of their
Provocarem que
timeouts.
falli.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Jackson now looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, Jackson.
Sí.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
37.
Here's
Venga.
play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Get that quarterback, D-line! D-line!
Jackson will throw again.
¡Ah!
And he's got Snead.
All day!
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Us he donat temps, no?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee. As they'll start at the 21-yard line. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football. Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Chiefs. 2 not to miss to close out week 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be stopped short of the first down.
4-3-3. Guanyant.
Like
Seguim.
he got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
Lástima.
No, possession's ours! Possession's ours!
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football.
Here's Carson. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 33 and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks from him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
On second down, it's Carson, and he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Fights him off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Oh, here we go.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
I don't think you got it, son.
On third down, Jackson. He finds Roberts complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. There, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pick of 8 there. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And he's getting rid of it. He's taken down. That's Seguim, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
I got you.
Boy, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down.
Go.
And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Off the screen, off the screen.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come.
Reset. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Let's go!
The end result, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stop
Here's la bola.
that. Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a
Vale,
ton
va.
of pressure in
Venga, en
his face,
serio.
it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his
A Tyler.
Those guys
Va
are
per tu.
sitting back and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the
¡Oh!
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They can't stop us, baby.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback.
2 minute
So the last thing
warning.
they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it.
Yeah.
It's so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. We're set now. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Bueno, casi, casi.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Three down.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Safety.
Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They run it with Carson. Call it about a gain of 3. They'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I'm scared.
They'll run on first down. Carson.
Get there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On second down now, it's Carson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. So the victory here for Seattle. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Seahawks, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.
Vale, més o menys, bastants milestones aconseguits. Vale. El Metcalf no para de millorar. I el Jefferson. Seven wins in 7 weeks. Not a bad way to start the season. You guys have definitely established yourself as playoff front runners. Let's see if you can keep it up. Molt bé. Tenim algun missatge per aquí. News franchise records. Training
You have an injury
complete.
from the last game. See how long they'll be out.
Set. Set setmanes, mare meva, sense el Wilson. Improve the team. No, ara com ara no. Practice squad players signed. Rams have signed DJ Jones from your practice squad. Joder, us han pres un tio. Molt bé, next week. I ho deixarem aquí. Fins a la pròxima.